Hi, my name is Walter Penny.
Well, out in front of it.
But-
Yeah, we got-
Say that one more time for me.
My name is Walter Penny. I'm the uncle of Ned Bird. This is his sister, Megan Perkins. I have something I need to read to y'all. And then Megan will probably have something to say also.
Just kind of stand kind of directly in front of all three mics there.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Right there.
There you go.
All right, and then if y'all have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer it, the best of my ability. So, to start with, this is what we've gathered. According to the Wake County Sheriff's Office website, the core values are as follows to deputies and the Sheriff's Office. It's integrity. They pledge to maintain a strong sense of honesty, morality, goodness, and ethical character. Accountability. We are skilled in the performance of our duties and governed by the code of ethics that demands integrity by the word or by act, publicly and privately, the allegiance to our oath of office and laws that govern our nation. Transparency. We must value and nurture the trust we earn through honesty, excellence in service. We pledge to treat those we serve and have sworn to protect with courtesy, respect, dignity, and compassion to achieve that trust. Consistency. We must always provide levels of service, not just the consistency in the delivery of service. We will always strive to offer the highest standard of customer service always, without hesitation, for all residents, visitors of the county of Wake. Now this is what the sheriff's deputies live by. This is what they live by. In order to maintain integrity, accountability, and transparency and consistency, the family of Ned Patrick Bird demand that Sheriff Gerald Baker answer the following questions. Why did you fail to maintain integrity by lying to our family, the funeral staff, and assisting a law enforcement agency in reference to obtaining the North Carolina State Highway Patrol caisson unit? You were made aware we wanted the great honor on Monday, August 15th, and asked multiple times for paperwork through Wednesday by multiple different confirmed sources. Why, after knowing that, did you fail to maintain integrity with the family after we had called you multiple times at the last minute to get you on the phone, insisting you did not know we wanted the caisson unit, which is not true? Do we deserve integrity? Why did you deny outside agency assistance that was offered to allow any members of the Wake County Sheriff's Office, Ned's brothers and sisters in the blue, to attend the funeral and say goodbye? Why did the men and women who were on the scene that horrible night not have one work day off to grieve? Because they also lost a family member along with us. They cry, they grieve, just like we do. They actually probably know him just as well, or maybe better than we did. In what way do your recent assignment promote positive mental health, and to keep moral the highest it's ever been. For those whose lives have been significantly impacted by this loss, how does providing no rationale for abrupt and inappropriately timed assignment changes aid in transparency and accountability for the public and the members of your office? Law enforcement is in desperate need of good, qualified people to join, stay amongst its rank. Is this message conducive for gaining new applicants in your ranks, keeping good members, maybe one more person that would have been with Ned if that were the case? Do you have more people now working for the sheriff's office than when you started? More lawsuits, maybe? How is consistency enhanced by removing experienced K-9 handlers and replacing them with trainees? They're called trainees for a reason. They're training to be handlers. And eventually one day they will be, but not at this time. Is this a productive and prudent use of time and money to best serve the citizens of Wake County? Is it a smart allocation of highly specialized resources? The family made it clear to you, and I'm speaking of the sheriff, the family made it clear to you through Major Jones that we wanted K-9 Deputy Devin Richardson to be present to present the flag to our family. And it was by any decision we made was just a willy-nilly decision. Deputy Richardson helped us, along with the rest of his K-9 unit, through a very, very hard time, and we're still going through it. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away for us. It doesn't go away for them. And now the family feels that because of that action of the flag being presented by him to Ned's sister, that somehow it's being retaliated upon, and we don't think it's fair. We don't think it's right.
It was my choice, and I chose him.
Yeah. You spoke, the sheriff spoke directly to law enforcement officers at Ned's funeral and said, "This job gets more and more dangerous every day. How are you ensuring the men and women patrolling the streets of Wake County are more protected now after this tragedy?" It's a shame that this had to happen, but will this be a learning lesson for the sheriff or for the department in general? To the members of the Wake County Sheriff's Office and the community of Wake County, we love you. We wish to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Just like Ned protected his family, so will we. And you are now part of our family, whether you like it or not. We know there's much more that needs to be asked, and the answers that we the people deserve to get answered. Sheriff Baker, you posed the question, why are you here? To the deputies in attendance at Ned's funeral, dedication, commitment to serving Wake County, being willing to pay the ultimate sacrifice as Ned did. Will you pay your ultimate sacrifice and swallow your pride and right these wrongs? We will remain dedicated and committed to the K-9 unit and the Sheriff's Department and the deputies from here on out. If we have to come back, we will. We're concerned about them. We're concerned about all of them. All right. With that being said, I'm going to turn this over to my niece, Megan. No, I didn't do it.
Hello, I'm Megan Perkins. I'm Ned's only sister. Only left alive immediate family member. A lot of wrong has been done, but I want to thank the people of Wake County, the people of North Carolina, because I had all counties come to visit and see my brother. I want to thank all the investigators, all the police staff that did their job to get these people that threw my brother away like he was trash. The K-9 unit became my family when I came here. I lost my last brother, but I gained a bunch more. And for them or any officers being targeted because of me, it's on my conscience now. And I'm not gonna stand for it. If I have to move to North Carolina, because I'm not from here, I will. My brother meant a lot to everyone, not just me. And they and me and our family should not be picked on because of it. As you all know, that when they laid my brother to rest in his uniform, he was cremated. Because all my family's cremated. But this office requested to have all his uniform back. Requested that we cut it off of him before he goes to be cremated, including all his brass, everything. But when it got news to us that that's what they wanted, they retracted. Public knowledge. Tell me, the question I have is, what good would that have done for anyone to cut a uniform off an officer that's being laid to rest? That was petty, and that was poking fingers, that he was just trying to poke me back. I feel that if he wants to poke at people, then poke at me, because the law enforcement, the K-9 unit, they did what they were supposed to do. They had honor, integrity, and they treated me as family. And I will treat them as my brothers and family until the day I die. I'm still grieving, but it's getting harder for me to do it when I have to worry about if one of them will get hurt. Sheriff needs to leave him alone. He needs to protect them like my brother always protected me. And I will say it again, he's not doing his job correctly. Not honorably at all. That's all I have to say.
Y'all have any questions?
Sheriff Baker said in a written statement, Deputy Ned and family was treated with the utmost respect. What do you have to say to that?
Well, we wasn't treated rudely. There, you know, that's a very wide statement. If your family member dies and I call you one time, say, oh, I'm sorry to hear about what happened, is that showing disrespect or is that showing an abundance of sympathy? See how wide that is? Anybody can make that statement and take it any way you want. So I will say that we wasn't treated rudely, by no means, but I wouldn't say he went above board. No.
Other than reported demotions and reassignments, have you guys heard anything from other deputies about anything else they're experiencing inside the office?
No deputies in particular. No. You know, when we left North Carolina to go back home after all said and done, we had a clear conscience as far as meeting everyone. Everyone was nice to us. It was above board. The funeral was above board. And then we started hearing what was going on within the department. I'm sure you know the names of the sheriffs that this happened to. I haven't gotten a good night's sleep in 3 days. Because when we say, you're Southerners also, you're part of our family. You are part of our family. We worry. We're concerned. We're not just spitting out, you know, just words. We actually worry about these people. We love these people. They stood up. They took, and they did the right thing. And now they're being
Victimized,
in our opinion. It's just not right. It's just not right.
Once again, which reasons do you think that the sheriff decided to demote or reassign these deputies who were in charge of the slain deputy Bird's funeral?
Well, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say,
I will say.
yeah, why don't you say?
I will say this. When a military person, man, woman, police officer dies, my father was in the military, they always have a flag. It's the family's choice who hands the flag. Normally in a police officer's funeral, the sheriff does. I chose for it not to be him because he wasn't up front and center with me. When I got here, it was the K-9 unit that has been by my side, and that's who I seen physically every day. So I chose one of them. I think that, in a better way to say it, he feels disrespected. But I don't care, because it was disrespectful of me and my brother to ask for his clothes back. It was disrespectful for him not to come to me about information I had to hear from other people. I should have been the first one to hear. And I shouldn't have had to call a meeting to make my point. So that's what's poking him. That I poked the bear and he's poking back. That's exactly what's happening.
You had asked the deputies to take the flag instead of the sheriff.
And what's ironic about this whole story is that we didn't want anyone but family and friends to speak at Ned's funeral.
Exactly.
Deputy Richardson was instrumental in convincing us that it would be the right thing
to do
to to let the sheriff speak. We just don't get it. You know?
To clarify, did you guys say that some deputies were not able to be at the funeral?
Oh, a lot. I had actually one deputy who drew a picture of my brother and Sasha on pencil on his lunch break to come to pay his respects. He didn't have but a few minutes. And bring me that. That's not fair. Because none of the deputies, in K9 or not K9, they haven't had time to decompress what has happened to them. I lost a brother, yes. But they lost a brother too. One that they went every day to risk their lives with. That's a different kind of loss. And they haven't had any time to grieve themselves. That's not fair. That's not right. There should be some kind of program, some kind of system that people, that law enforcement, when they come to an accident and they have that, they should have some kind of bereavement time. They did not get any of that.
It was said to me in privacy that the sheriff and or his office refused outside help to relieve these officers in Wake County to go to the funeral. And that was denied.
It was denied.
So, make up your mind.
How do you imagine Deputy Bird's reaction with all of this, especially with K9?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Take it.
Mm-hmm. My brother is a very proud, very competitive, and very caring person. He would do anything for anyone. It didn't have to be family. But if you knew him as a friend, he was your family for life. He right now would be standing here protesting.
Absolutely.
He right now, he probably would have took it further than me. He'd be more than angry that a brother of his is getting hurt in any way. He had a level head that I don't have. Honest, my brother had a level head, but I do not. So it would have probably been better for him to be doing this than me. Because if it gets worse, then I will get worse. I will not let this go. Because this honors my brother. He is the last person on earth I had. I will never, never let anyone disrespect him like they have.
And what's your comment to the sheriff saying these reassignments are necessary to advance law enforcement in their careers?
To advance, yeah, if they were promoted.
Yeah, if they were promoted.
They're demoted. That word tells you that it's not an advance.
So, you know, how was a demotion further in
Their
anyone's
career.
career? And last time I checked, that was a step backwards.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make no sense. You understand where I'm going? We're going with this. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
You know.
It's just retaliation.
You know, we're mad. We're pissed off. Is that it?
Thank you both.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you.
Very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.